Hey guys, welcome back to Golden Reviewer. And I think this particular device, the Poco F4 GT, has a lot of interest, has a lot of fans, and many of you are waiting for a review of this device. So yeah, I bought this device, and today I'm going to do a quick Genshin Impact gaming test on this device. So just showing around with this device, it has the Snapdragon 8 Gen 1, and it also has the physical buttons like last Poco F3 GT, right? So that's pretty nice, and the device does feel very solid in hand. It feels quite premium, I would say, much better than the K50 and K50 Pro. Okay, so let's move on to the test. Apparently, we will test everything set to highest on this device because this is supposed to be a flagship gaming device, right? And I think by this time, you know my testing routines. I'll play the game for around 10 minutes with real-time FPS and power consumption at the bottom of the video. So feel free to watch the full footage or just skip to the end of the video, follow the YouTube chapters to find where I'll measure the device temperature and show you the FPS and power consumption results. Yeah, so without further ado, let's do it.
Healthy body, healthy mind. Next on the agenda. Race you! behind schedule.
It's my lucky day.
Eat this!
I will have order. To the ferry. Solidify.
Access denied.
Finally, No.
We're way behind schedule.
To the ferry. Solidify. Time to work. Put your back into it. Solidify.
Teamwork is teamwork! Your taste!
My work. This isn't good.
Oh, I don't like the rain.
Stabilize.
Everybody stand back! I'm the frying pan. agenda? Next on the agenda. Oh, good. I was just thinking that the silk flowers at the Fayun
Okay, so that's about 10 minutes of gaming, and now let's measure the device temperature. Okay, so this device doesn't feel burning hot in hand, right? Unlike other Snapdragon 8 Gen 1 devices. So the hottest place I could find is 43.6 degrees, which is okay. I guess it's not as hot as some of the devices which reach 45, 46, right? So that's a good thing. But the performance is really not that good, right? So this is supposed to be a gaming device, but it can't really handle Genshin Impact on high settings at all. Within 10 seconds maybe into the game, we see the FPS drop to a mere 43. I think it's around 43, so it's locked there, but you can't even maintain 43, right? We see a lot of frame drops, and yeah, it even drops to the 10 to 20s, which makes the game feels very lag. Then if we look at power consumption, I think we know why this device doesn't give a good FPS. The power is kept at a pretty low level of less than 6 watts on average. And this is actually a very, very low number for any Snapdragon 8 Gen 1 devices, because we know that the Snapdragon 8 Gen 1 is a very power hungry chip. So somehow Poco feels, maybe it's a good idea to restrict the power draw of this chip to a very low level so the device doesn't get too hot, and let's just forget about performance. Apparently that's what happens here, right? And finally, here is the result compiled into my full result table. So here you can see that performance wise this device is really lackluster, so there's nothing to talk about this device. It's not as good as the K50, K50 Pro, and iPhone 13 Pro Max, of course. It's even slightly worse than the Samsung flagships, which are notorious for low gaming performance, right? So I don't really see any point in calling this device a GT, except maybe for the design, for the physical buttons. But performance-wise, it's really not that GT, right? So that's all for today's test on this device. If you feel the video is helpful, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.